Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's been long since we had a sit down video and we're having some background noise. Don't worry about that. So I was saying it's been long since we had a sit down video, and today I thought, why not? Why should we not have a sit down? So we've been doing all things farming out there, but today as the title of this video suggests, I'm going to react on the big project that we had. If you have not watched that video, kindly do on our channel. And we had a very big project where we were planting corianders for commercial. And still in this video, we did the project, planted a lot of corianders, had even an idea of planting kales at the edges. We applied a lot of manure. We planted the seeds that we had gotten from the other farmer, if you can remember. This is a video. So after planting, I watered the corianders. I had a sprinkler, so I was piping the water and spraying or sprinkling. I was sprinkling the corianders, for that matter, for them to grow. But guess what? They did not grow, not even one, not even a single coriander that grew. So when I talk about seed germination and seed purity in this channel, this is these are things that when we talk about farming is not for the faint-hearted. Whether you are doing a big project, whether you're having a kitchen garden, whether it sometimes it's going to frustrate you, and it actually does. It frustrates a person until you feel like you don't want anything else to do with that again, and you just have to be resilient. That is what I can say, because after doing all that, even including labor in that, still I didn't get anything out of that, believe me. So that is, sometimes we are going to come here and especially when on social media, people are going to post a lot of buckets full with produce, fresh produce. They're going to smile. They're going to show how much they produce. These are the people who are going to tell you how their animals are producing. If it's the cows, they're producing whatever amount of liters of milk. If it is chicken, that person is collecting whatever amount of any large amount of eggs in a day. Maybe they are producing a lot of milk. But let me tell you, in the background, behind the scenes, that is where things are. That is where the truth lies. Farmers are going through a lot. Before you come to that story of success, what happens is you get to see a lot, and unless you train your heart and your soul and everything in you that it's a learning experience, and you wake up that day and you still wake up tomorrow and the other day to come, and make sure that you run something out of all these experiences, because in farming, everything that goes wrong, it's a learning experience to you. Nothing is a mistake in farming. Nothing is a mistake. There is no mistake. Whatever happens or whatever goes wrong is an experience for you to learn something new. You just have to learn something new out of that. So for me, I planted those corianders, nothing grew. And that was not the first experience, by the way. There is another one that I had showed you back then. I had planted potatoes, and they were so beautiful. Here is a photo of the potatoes up here. So the potatoes were so beautiful. I was even planning how I'm going to cook chips, because they are going to be so big. Let me tell you, frustrations are real here. So this is what I got out of all those potatoes that I was talking about cooking chips. If you found me promising my son how I cook chips from those potatoes, but we still keep on going and planting again and again and waking up for ourselves and for that farm. So that happens. It happens in farming. It happens. So it's not for the faint-hearted, and there is going to be a lot of romanticizing in farming, because sometimes you see people doing some calculations and you're going to get that a person has planted have an acre of watermelons. One watermelon is going for 400 shillings according to kgs, or 1 kilogram of watermelon is going for maybe 100 shillings. So you start calculating and see that those watermelons are having money. Let me tell you, you can start that project having all those resources, and sometimes don't even work. So it depends. So you have to wake up, you have to take the risk, and you have to make sure that you run something. So anything that goes wrong, it's not a mistake. Anything that goes wrong is a learning experience. So for that, I had planted, and I don't know why this happens. Every time I plant something that is not much, it does so well, because whatever had inspired me to do this coriander project, it is some corianders that I had planted, which were very little in fact, and I could not consume all of them, so I sold some, and that gave me an idea of what if I do this project in large scale. And there was market in that season, by the way. There was market, so they are consumed fresh, so there'll always be market for that. So that is what gave me the go ahead to do the project. So every time, so I was saying, every time I do something small or I plant something small, it does so well. But when it comes to large scale, sometimes frustrations are there. This doesn't mean that I've given up. I have not given up. I'm still going to do these projects until I make it. But I'm just here to keep you aware, or to let you know that these things are there. So if it happens to you, just make sure that you wake up the following day and do whatever you do best. Yes, that is the message I'm to bring here. So the reason why I was saying that, it's because the other day I planted some beetroots. So I go to the market. I was going to purchase my vegetables, selling beetroots, the seedlings for beetroots. So I decide, why should I not buy like 10 pieces? I just go and plant them in my kitchen garden. I did that. I came with the 10 pieces, but they grew very well. I was actually asking myself, why didn't I buy more to come and plant? So when you plant something small, it does so well. So my point is, or what I have learned from that is, have these things every season. Just make sure that your farm is having these things every season. Just make sure you have planted, the way we said, in portions. Just plant these things. Have them all the seasons, so that you never know which one does well. You never know which one, if it does well or it doesn't. The other day, I also planted lettuce. I planted lettuce, and I really watered them. I gave them everything, but they did not grow. They didn't. Those seedlings, I cannot say it's the seedlings, because we had shared the seedlings. We shared the seedlings mostly with my mom. So my mom planted the lettuce, and they are doing very well in her farm. I have also planted it's called what? The eggplant. I have also done the planting of eggplant. I didn't get even a single one. My mom did that. She planted them, and they are doing very well. So this means that I don't know whether it's the climate. I'm still researching, and I have to know where the problem is, because I still have to plant them again and see whether it's going to do well. But I have to do it again and again until I make it. So that is my reaction to the big project. That is how it does. So don't expect any don't expect any update on the big project. The corianders did not do well. They did not grow. And that is part of farming. And we embrace that and move on. Like, we still have a lot of businesses to do. And that also happens to those farmers who are doing livestock farming, because I also have a story of how I did with my first project of chicken project. After making the chicken coop, the video is here in this channel. I got the first chicks that I got, and actually they were not the first one. I took the chicks like 3 times, 10 chicks each time, and they did not do well. Apparently they died, all of them. So okay, right now I have the chicks. Yes, I will show that in some of the videos, the upcoming videos. I'm going to show you my chicken project, but it is struggle after struggle after struggle and running experience, a lot of running involved until you get it right. So you cannot say that I don't work out of experience. I don't have experience of anything. By the way, I usually do these projects wholeheartedly, and so I'll be always here to celebrate when the project goes well, and be always here to share the mistakes that I did. I'll always be here to share my experience so that you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Let me wrap the video there. See you in my next video, and make sure you subscribe, like, and share.